Well, hello, Pisces gang. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Want to know what is coming up for April as far as matters of the heart? Stay tuned, okay? We're going to get a vibe check on you guys, all right? As Tyler would say, we're going to read you a bedtime story, and I say that in like the big joke way because I love my Pisces gang. So it's all just in fun, okay? Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you will do that, okay? And certainly make sure to adjust your notifications periodically, okay? And that way you'll know when I upload readings and other useful information or go live, okay? Personal reading info, I just did a video about that if you want details, but you can see that in the description box below my video as well. Always in the most recent video description box, okay? That's the only place, okay? And of course, y'all, I do appreciate the likes and comments greatly, much more than you can ever imagine, okay? Without further ado, Pisces, let's get started. Let's see what you got coming in, what kind of information, you know, if you're dealing with somebody, what you might expect. Let's just get a vibe check, Pisces. Let's see what's up, okay? What's coming for April for you? What do you need to know, right? What do you need to know? All right, Pisces. Whew. Okay, you're going through some stuff. All right. Let's talk about this. All right. Just hang tight. All right. So here's the thing. You know, as far as zodiac signs, I don't always get hung up in those. So it's the meaning behind the cards. But some of you may be dealing with a Cancer or a Capricorn, but you have fire, air, water, and earth. So you really do have all the zodiac signs here. That's why I don't get hung up in them. But with that being said, let's talk about the cards and what's going on here, because I think something has got you really overburdened. Really up in your head about something, and maybe some sleepless nights, okay? I don't know what it is, but you feel like you just are carrying a huge load, possibly feeling like you're carrying it all alone, okay? Like maybe you're all doing all the work in something. And sometimes this card, when the Ten of Wands comes up, can speak to just feeling like you can't make it another day. The card reminds you that you have what it takes to overcome whatever situation has got you here, okay? If you're single and you're feeling like there is no hope, or you're getting over someone, or you are dealing with someone, that applies regardless, okay? But I think really a lot of you are kind of up in your head about something, okay? You know, okay, for those of you who may be healing a heartbreak, this Three of Wands in the reverse, I think you feel like that you're never going to see your ships come in. You feel like, because this came out in the reverse, you feel like you're never going to see any progress. You're not going to make any progress. This could be if you're dealing with someone, or if you're single, healing, whatever, okay? You feel like your ships are never going to come in, that they're taking forever, okay? And this is a card of self-healing many times. It is also a card about working and seeing progress. And you're really feeling discouraged. I get that all day long with these two cards, okay? I really do. And some of you, all right, again, kind of feel stagnant here with this Chariot card. Okay, if you're dealing with somebody, a couple of things can come to play. It could be somebody at a distance, okay? Somebody coming in at a distance, okay? From a distance, if you're single, okay? Somebody acting distant, or maybe a change of residence, change of address. Any of those things can apply when the Chariot card makes an appearance. But it's in the reverse here, okay? So hear me out on this, okay? The distance thing applies regardless. You know, I mean, that's how I read it. But with the Chariot card, okay, if you are single, again, you feel stagnated, okay? If you're dealing with someone, maybe that, okay? Maybe also they're holding back for some reason in moving forward to the next level. And it's really got you up in your head. I think for some of you, if you're dealing with someone, you're doing all the work. Or you feel that way at least, okay? And you feel like this thing is never going to get any better, da-da-da-da-da, okay? So, hear me out, all right? Here's what I see, all right? I think you're fearing loss, and some of you may have had some kind of financial setback with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Or maybe you fear that, okay? Hear me out. If you are overly fearful of something happening, or you are focused on avoiding it, and you are acting in a way that is greedy instead of prudent, okay, and I'm talking money, love, whatever, you will manifest that, okay? It's called reverse manifestation. And, you know, I talk about that a lot in my law of attraction stuff. That applies to romance, money, whatever, okay? If you are overly trying to avoid a disaster, like, I don't want this to end, or I don't want to manifest another heartbreak, or, you know, I don't want to lose my job, and, you know, you do everything in your power to keep from losing your job, and that's your focus, you will manifest that, because that is your focus. It's all about where your focus is. If your focus is on winning, success, okay, as opposed to avoiding, do you see the difference? And I'm not going to go down that path a lot. That's why I have that playlist, so that I don't have to do that in readings, okay? And I would, you know, for those of you that are interested in hearing more about that, that's why it's there. Okay, so that being said, again, you feel like something is just really taking forever. You're wondering if it's worth your time. You know, I think some of you need to maybe do some healing and go inside with this. The Devil card has made an appearance, okay? You know, and what's really interesting is this. I think many of you are concerned that what you are dealing with, okay, if you're involved with somebody, I think your focus is, all I can attract are people who are interested in one thing, okay? Just like a quick hop in the sack, okay? That's that. And if you're dealing with somebody, you may be concerned about the same thing, okay? We're gonna delve deeper into this, Pisces. Okay, this may turn out to be a bedtime story, and you know, I read till I get the right message, and you know, so we're just gonna read until I feel comfortable that I've given you the messages that you need. Okay, but I think you feel like that is a possibility. We're going to find out. But you know what's really interesting is this. I've got the Four of Cups in reverse, which I kind of like. Okay, that is that when the four. It's in the reverse for you. I need to clarify that, which is good, because here's why. You need to understand the meaning of this card in the upright to understand it in the reverse, okay? So I'm going to explain it first in the upright, which does not apply to your situation, but you need to understand you are the opposite of what I'm about to explain. A love offer coming in the upright that somebody's not interested in. They're very complacent, taking for granted someone, and that sort of thing, okay? I think some of you, if you're single, you're really worried that that's going to happen, okay? Again, kind of fearful of loss, okay? If you're dealing with someone, I think you're fearing that they're losing interest, but actually the reverse is true in all accounts, okay? You and your person, okay, or whoever you may have coming in, are going to be interested. There's going to be excitement about it. There's going to be motivation to put forth an effort and, you know, come at this, you know, with good motives and that sort of thing, okay? That's what I see. Two of Swords in reverse is one of my favorite cards in a romance reading, and I'll tell you what it means. Communication improving, roadways opening up, opportunities coming in, and also in a connection. It's a very complementary thing where when one person is strong, the other is weak, and vice versa, and it comes together and complements. Sometimes it's about people who have differing beliefs or viewpoints, but it's not like the deal breaker kind. It's the kind that kind of makes it more interesting. And sometimes it's just like, you know, one person has this interest and one person has this hobby, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll do this for you with you a little bit, and you come do this with me, and it kind of makes things more fun and interesting, and just gives, you know, a different flavor, if that makes sense. So I love this card. It's synergy, if you want to look that up. SYNERGY. That's actually a business term, and it's like where the sum of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. 1 + 1 = 3 kind of dynamic. Okay, Pisces. So I hope that helps. I think you and whoever you're dealing with are really maturing and getting some wisdom about something. Okay, so I don't think you realize, if you're single, you know what you got coming in. Okay, right here and right here. Okay, but here's what I need to show you. This is a very important part of this reading. Divine timing, trusting the process, not being afraid to put in a normal, average amount of work. And at the end of the season is when a huge abundance comes in, okay? Certainly can speak to financial abundance too, because we're talking pentacles. But this is divine timing and patience all day long, trusting the process, and long-term potential probably here, okay? So that's kind of what I'm getting. I want to get a little bit more details about where you may be headed and what you may have coming in, or what you know, your probable outcome if you're dealing with someone, okay? So I like how this reading kind of applies to, could apply to multiple situations. I like it when it comes out like that. It makes it a lot nicer for your friendly redheaded tarot reader, right? Because I know I'm reading for more than one Pisces with a variety of different situations, okay? So, you know, personal readings, of course, we get more detailed. But here, you know, we're trying to keep it as much to where it can apply to your specific situation, okay? Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Whoa. Did I not just say this? Did I not just... This is a confirmation of everything that intuitively I got from those cards. Wow. Okay, here we go. Okay, I like this a lot. I've got another distance card, okay? You feel like, if you're single, you feel like your knight in shining armor is, you know, way out in the distance. It feels stagnant, okay? I get that. You feel stagnant. You're not, okay? You're moving towards some really peaceful energy and better places, okay? Again, considering things at a distance or whatever, okay? You know, and maybe your person is acting distance, but I like this card, and let me tell you why. Many times when this card comes up, what it can speak to is this: you know, things getting better, point blank, period, all day long, regardless of what your specific relationship status is, okay, whether you have opportunities or not. Going into calmer waters, clearer skies, hope, but this is the biggest part of this card is this: it's the card of healing and patching your heart up and healing, mending situations and relationships and things getting better and going inside and making improvements inside. And if you're in a relationship, it's all about going into solitude. I'm not talking about separation. I'm talking about, you know, going in your little, you know, room in your house or whatever and doing your inside work independently of your other person. That makes things better in a dynamic, and it certainly makes things better if you're single too. So either way, you can't go wrong with this card. Again, same kind of thing. In addition, faithfulness, loyalty, right? Long-term ability when this card comes up in reverse too sometimes, okay? Faithful, loyal, healing, patching things up. I like it. And my favorite, which I always say for last, Eight of Wands. A lot of tarot readers call this the Cupid's arrows, but what's cool about this card is this, and it totally fits this entire reading. The meaning of this card is this: speedy action or communication. Here's the most important part: after a delay. You got to be patient, okay? But when it comes in, it's going to come in when you least expect it. If you're single, the change in your dynamic is going to come when you least expect it, okay? If you're dealing with someone, okay? But it is coming all day long. And when it does, it's going to be like, it's going to knock your socks. This is knock your socks off out of nowhere kind of energy, okay? Like you were not expecting that. Like, where did this come from? But okay, I'm happy. Let's do this, right? And it's, I like where you're headed, Pisces gang. You know, I feel like we got the messages that we kind of need for you. So I'm happy about that. I want to get you some oracles from Moonology. I love my Moonology deck. I've, you know, probably got 10 different oracle decks, and this is the one I always use. I love it. I can't help it. So anyway, you may be dealing with a Cancer, but you and your loved ones are safe. There you go. Look at here. I like this. This is all Eight of Wands energy all day long. The card we just talked about, speedy action after a delay. The energy is gaining momentum. It's coming. Your dreams need a practical plan, okay? If you're single, you got to put yourself out there, okay? You got to make a plan. You can't just, you know, talk the talk. You got to walk the walk, right? Taurus energy for many of you. Look at here. Singles, this one's for you. A new start is coming. If you're dealing with somebody, it's going to the next level. There you go. All right, I like that a lot. Let's pull from my 3x5 deck of handwritten quotes that spoke to my heart along my last 4 years whenever I made the changes or started making changes, okay, to the way I thought and working, you know, to heal my heart, to work the law of attraction, to bring in better things in every area, not just love. Talking about raising your vibration. In order to bring me down, you got to reach me. There you go. Secretly bless everyone who crosses your path. Why? Because that will make you manifest blessings. Oh, yes, it will. Don't harbor bitterness. Don't harbor anger. If you find yourself feeling bitter or anger or you're holding grudges, you got to go inside and fix that, because I don't want to see any of my viewers, you know, stuck on a hamster wheel of failed relationships. I want to see you step off if that's where you are, okay? I don't see that with you, Pisces, in the cards, but okay, all right? It is what it is. So with that being said, Pisces, thank you so much for watching. Eternal gratitude and thankfulness for everyone who watches my readings, and it is truly always an honor and a pleasure that you trust me to give you guidance